Okay. What I observe is that at this time, people are really confronting and or being confronted by their deepest fears. This is an opportunity to choose a disposition, to choose the orientation of energetic investment. A lot of people are crawling around comment sections, panicking, just offloading their chaotic feelings, dumping their helplessness into a pool of shared obliviation. So I am conscious of the things that are shifting in the world right now. Pardon me, I'm halfway through my breakfast smoothie, so I'm a little... Oh no, I have this giant t-shirt on and my sweatshirt is small, so we're gonna do some management. Okay, back in. So it's just I watched from front to end a well-reasoned and discussed presentation of this multi-pronged targeted attack on women's rights, right? And I don't mean to do this dismissively. I just want to draw attention to the absurdity of looking to men and patriarchal structures to determine what rights we have, okay? So that's piece one. There are so many layers to this, and it's a little bit difficult to maintain a steady stream, like a linear narrative about it when it's everything coming from all sides all at once. So how to just spit a steady stream of coherent information, it's like that's not actually how it works. It all coalesces. It's web-like and it's recursive. And at the core of it is a faith in the ultimate necessity of all of these things, instead of sitting in the fear, which is so tempting, right? Because it's what's familiar, and it's what's being invited. To sit paralyzed in panic as you sense the walls are all crushing in on you, right? But we don't want to be succeeding by their metrics. We don't want to be living the kind of life they've handed to us. Like thinking particularly in terms of, I stumble over language in ways that I think are intentional attacks, because you can't talk about women because that's somehow exclusionary language now, right? But no, like I say this as someone with layers and layers of experience and conceptions and breaking free of binary thinking and schemas. But on a base physiological level, like, I got this uterus, I got this hormone profile, and that means something. That communicates something. And it generates the way that we're meant to experience presence in the moment and cycles over time. So this is all relevant because success in a patriarchal world, success in masculine energy is inherently exclusive. And we don't want to exist within that paradigm because that paradigm was not developed with us in mind. So when you see things like, oh, you're going to be excluded from higher education, you're going to be excluded from the workforce, you're going to be excluded from this and that, like they're going to shut down the public school system and you're not going to be able to access reproductive health care, and you're not going to this, and you're not going to that, and you're going to all these other things. Okay. This is the piece that we need to understand. We have this human life. It's just this one iteration. We are nowhere near as ancient as trees. We have a human lifespan. Our life cycle, we take on all of this information from our environment, and then we experience all of the dissonance and the fracturing and the it's hard to even put into words what that phase of existence is, but trying to force ourselves to be something that we are not, to exist within a system that extracts from us. And then, depending on what path you're on, and then the beauty comes into play, then the progression comes into play, then the glorious unfurling. You are now a flower. And before the wilting, which is also beautiful, by the way, as the petals fall, gorgeous. Before the wilting is the opportunity to be the perfect example of self. This is the flourishing. This is what we are here to do. We are meant to flourish. We are meant to be the most ourselves, to be the epitome of the very particular kind of thing that you are. So, this means we don't give a fuck about their structures of poisonous medicine. We don't give a fuck about their structures of poisonous, rigid, grid-like thought. They tell you what is, what's possible, what's scientific, what's measurable, and curiosity is treated with ridicule. Thought experiments, what ifs, fantasy, all of these things, the beautiful creativity of being open to and capable of perceiving everything that's coming through us all the time. Like, do you really ever stop to consider how much is happening outside of your perception? Radio waves that are just permeating you all the time. Like, not to speak of electromagnetic fields and shit. Like, I don't know how to conceive of that stuff. But, like, our perception in a human body is limited by the relevance and efficacy of our human senses, which are tuned by evolutionary biological imperatives of survival. Our task is to move beyond survival into thrival. I hate it, but it came out that way, so. But it's true, right? With industrialization and agriculture and all these things that have come with such disgusting, destructive side effects because of the avarice of this disordered hoarding mentality that power accumulation runs away with. It's like we solved it. We solved scarcity. We did. We're in the shaking up of the snow globe right now. We are in the moment where there is this massive inhale before an explosive exhale. And we're about to rebirth an entirely new paradigm for existence. And we need the old shit to crumble. Why are you holding on? Why are you holding on to the warmonger's idea of what existence ought to look like? Why are you still fucking trying to buy your way through feelings you're meant to feel? These are separate ideas that I'm like, they're part of it, they're woven in. But all this fear, all this, all the panic, it's not helping anything. And part of the problem, okay, I'm gonna go into it because I have to, right? Your friendly neighborhood Virgo telling you the things that you are addicted to are keeping you from a sense of embodied empowerment. If you don't know what you're feeling, if you're not adequately nourished, physically, mentally, relationally, emotionally, spiritually, all of it, if you are under-resourced, then you are not capable of engaging the moment as it appears in front of you. And this is the thing, it's easy to jump on the internet and be like, oh my God, I'm so afraid of this, that, the third, every fucking thing that they're bombarding me with, all of this negative energy that I'm just fucking soaking up and embroiling myself in and laying up in bed at night panicking about I can't get any good sleep. This isn't me, this is others. I sleep very well. I'm very at peace. I am grateful. I share the first sip of my coffee with my house. I put my hand on the wall and I thank the house for everything that it does for me and the ways that it keeps me warm and safe and guarded. And I take a sip of coffee and I share it with the house, right? And you know that it's better because it's shared. It is. And granted, I understand that the spaciousness of my being allows for everything I experience. And I also have cultivated that spaciousness. And you also can cultivate that kind of spaciousness. So, you gotta be eating better. You have to understand that processed foods, like they really are damaging. And it's more than that. It's so much more than that. And I can't bring it all up here, but you need to be in deep, regular contact with the information coming through your physical body, right? This is an essential part of the puzzle. You can't neglect this and expect to feel okay. You can't neglect the reality of being an embodied vessel of divinity. Anyway, so all of this comes through a reality of seeing someone really just being like, well, this is what the Republicans are doing. It's an all-out attack on women. It's all-out war on women. We're half the population, and they're trying to exclude us. It's like, why are we giving them permission to exclude us from fucking anything? Why are we buying into their stupid fucking systems? Why are we just continuing to funnel our faith into all of this machinery that is meant to keep us docile consumers? It's fucking stupid. That is not the purpose of our existence. And I'm past it, right? I'm outranging in the new frontier. I'm not, my energy is not in that system anymore. Why is yours? Why is your energy still in that old fucking system? The metaphor came to me while I was in the bath last night, right? Where I don't know. It's not fully fleshed out, but whatever the thing is, if you envision the thing that would make you feel safe and secure and in control, and what you have and what's yours and what can never be taken away from you, right? You're in pursuit of this sense of full sovereignty, right? And I feel like that word gives me kind of the heebie-jeebies just because of how many I don't know, but what will make you feel safe and secure and in control of your life? That thing, if we imagine it as a thing, now whatever that is for you, is it a key? Is it a magical beverage? Is it a miniature sun that you can keep and tuck into your chest? This exists within the jaw of a mechanical beast whose battery died centuries ago. Its only power is the fear that originates within you that you project onto it. All you gotta do is overcome the stasis of fear and reach into the mechanical beast's mouth and take your power and incorporate it and know that it's yours. Know that it actually cannot be taken away, no matter your context, no matter what might come, what might happen. You spend all of your fucking energy terrified about potentials. Why? Why do you do that? Why do you project your power into a fearful state. You imprison yourself by their invitation. Opt out. Build something new. Like, you want to keep saying, oh, women are 50% of the population and they're trying to exclude. Fuck them. If you're 50% of the population, build your own thing. Do your own fucking thing. Go out, talk to your neighbors, build coalitions. Like, make your own education system. Make your own healthcare system. Make your own, like, do it your fucking self. Stop pouring your energy into a dead system. This shit is gone. It's a relic. It has crumbled. It's done. Your faith is the only thing still fucking holding it up. So divest your faith from this ugly system. This is not, like, this is actually not as complicated as you're making it out to be. Join me and those like me who have already projected their life force into the present moment, into feeling safe and secure and knowing and loving. And you can call it delusional all the fuck you want, but I'd rather be delusional than afraid. Because there is no hierarchy of moments. There isn't something we're living for in the future. There is today. And are you even fucking here today? Like, really stop and consider that question. Are you here today? What is your body feeling? What, like, have you had a sip of water in the last fucking 18 hours? Jesus fucking Christ. You need to take care of yourself. You need to maintain your precious human body. This thing is a fucking gift that you neglect all of the time. And I know it because even as mindful and attentive and present as I am, there are still so many things that I'm realizing all the time that I've been neglecting. Neglect is not an intentional act. It isn't something you go out of your way to do where you're like, yeah, fuck this thing, I'm not gonna give you any attention. No, you don't know that you're neglecting things because you never knew to be curious about them, because your curiosity was stripped from you when you were a fucking child and just shoved through the public school system. That's what you want to save? Motherfucker, that's what you want to save? Really stop and think about that. Really stop and think about the potential you have to create something, to take all of that vital life force energy that you're pouring into a job you fucking hate and actually make a world worth living in. Okay? I love you.